All right, guys, on this episode of Olioli Paints, I bought the cheapest FK8 Type R in the country. And like I said, I am in Rapid City, South Dakota. I just picked up the absolute cheapest Civic Type R that I could possibly find in the country. I paid 24,000 bucks for this. Has 70,000 miles. This is a 2019 Civic Type R, and it is far from perfect. Let me show you. Okay, so just glancing at it, it actually looks pretty damn good. Like it's not terrible, right? This is, I would say that this is like a 20 footer. Like just stay 20 feet back and you ain't gonna see the flaws, because we're gonna come in here and it's gonna be hard because it's wet and it might not even show up on camera, but this car has pretty extensive hail damage. This entire side is littered with dents. This was also in a collision. I'll show you that right here. And it is now fixed. So this headlight is foggy and that one's brand new. It did get a new hood, new front bumper, new fender. The other problem is the collision center it got fixed at doesn't know how to install parts and line up gaps correctly. This gap is a little wonky. This is shifted down, so I'm gonna have to address that. What else? The tires, every single wheel is curbed. The tires are cupped pretty bad and they're pretty damn noisy. What else? I really am not a big fan of these taillights. I do have the stock ones I got from the original owner. That's the thing about this car. This is a one owner car, okay? I bought this from the guy who bought it brand new in 2019. He's had it since, owned it during the hailstorm, just never got it fixed. So basically my plans for this is I'm obviously going to fix the hail damage to the roof. I'm gonna probably just let my Uncle Jimmy do his thing on that. The side panels, I can get to pretty much 90% of the dents on the side and push those out, no problem. The roof, on the other hand, it is littered, and that is, my Uncle Jimmy has been a PDR tech since like 1996, so I'm gonna probably just allow him to do that. But yeah, let me get you guys mounted on the windshield and we will go for a drive. My fiance is in the car, so we'll go for a drive. We're in the Reptile Gardens parking lot. You can see it right there. That's Reptile Gardens. We went for a drive this morning and it is cold, trying to snow, and I think it's about time to head back to Montana. But let me get you guys mounted and we'll take this thing for a spin. Okay, so we're inside the car. I will do like a full walk around once we get home. But this car has 70,000 miles and is, I mean, interior wise, this thing, you can't see my fiance, but she's sitting right here. Pretty much perfect. Oh yeah, I need to turn this down so I don't get a copyright claim. One of the only complaints that I have about the interior at all is the shifter. I feel like I'm rowing a boat. She doesn't see it. She doesn't understand. But I'm going to get a short shifter for sure. Other than that, let's take this thing for a drive. We're going to head back towards town, I think. But yeah, 70,000 miles. What? Oh, I can't cut across. Oh, I'll flip around down there. Why? There's a turnout right there. I'm going. Breaking the law, breaking the law. But anyway, this car runs really nice. I don't know if you guys have ever driven a Civic Type R, but this is my first time driving one, and it reminds me a lot of my old Evo X. I'll put a picture of that right here. It's literally the same driving feeling as that car. I feel like obviously because the Evo is all-wheel drive, it was slightly faster, but it's the same, kind of the same experience. I think these seats are better. The boys ain't so squished as they were in the Evo or even the ST. So, but anyway, yeah, this is the car. Once it's not rainy and crappy outside, here in just a second, I will fast forward to me being in my driveway and we'll kind of get a good look at this thing. And I'll show you the damage that's on it, kind of go over my mods plan and game plan to fix this car. But yeah, I picked up my dream car and I'm pretty goddamn excited. So Anyway, let's fast forward to my house. All right, guys, so we made it back to Montana. It's the next day, and of course, it's still trying to snow here, so it's gonna be really hard to see. However, after walking around this car, I did find a few more things that I'm going to need to address. So let's take a look at this thing. All right, so here's the car. Like I said in the previous clip, this is a 20-footer. This thing looks really good from like back here. Then you come up on it, and one thing that I noticed right off the bat this morning, apparently they don't do edges first in South Dakota. The edge of this bumper is still transparent. You can see that it hardly has any paint on it, so I'm going to have to remove that bumper and fix that. Again, the gap here on the fender to pillar is awful. I also noticed that this hood to this fender, they didn't blend this fender at all. They just thought they could panel paint it. And white is not always white. I don't know if that shows up in video, but this is slightly different than this. So that's gonna need to be addressed eventually. It's not like a mile off, so it doesn't bother me quite that bad yet. Also, this headlight, you can see right there, see all that haze in it? Need to do a little headlight restoration there. Every single wheel is curbed, so I have a brand new set of Circuit Performance wheels that are going to be on the way to my buddy Zach, Stayspooled. I will link all of his socials and stuff down in the description. He does powder coating and a fantastic job at that, so he's going to handle powder coating a set of wheels for me. But yeah, I think my overall game plan to start with this car is when I get back from England, I'm going to have the doors taken off. I'm going to put the doors in the car in the garage, and I'm going to start PDRing the doors, and then I can do the fender on the car. I'm going to have to glue pull this quarter. I might be able to get access through this taillight to push, at least in this area. We'll have to see. But I know the rails on both sides I'm going to have to glue pull, so that's going to be real fun. I might end up having to spray and traditionally fix some of those dents, but we'll just have to go with the flow and see what happens. The taillights, I'm also not a big fan of tinted taillights. Like these, a lot of people like these taillights. I'm just not a fan. So I am going to be taking these off, putting the stock lights back in here and selling these taillights. I just don't like tinted taillights anymore. Like I have tinted taillights on the Sequoia, and at the time I really liked it. Now I've just kind of outgrown that, and I like just the clear and red factory style look, so I'm going to go with those. I am going to do some kind of exhaust. I got to watch some clips and see what kind of exhaust. I don't want to do a dual tip. I want to do a triple, just how it is from the factory like this, because I think that looks awesome. What else? Obviously, I want to do an intake eventually, tune, all of that stuff. I'm going to basically just do full bolt-ons, I think, with this car. We might go down the road of painting it one day. I don't know yet. I might do a liquid wrap. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Now, I'll give you guys a real quick look at the interior of this car because it's in pretty good shape. It's got some stains and stuff here on both front seats. Somebody had a dirty butt and just sat on the red suede, so I'm gonna have to take the steam cleaner and just clean them up a little bit. But overall, it's in really good shape. It has WeatherTech floor mats, so the carpet itself is actually perfect. It does have like a little screen protector on the actual head unit itself. The steering wheel is kind of gross. I don't know what kind of stuff he wiped on this, but it's just got a greasy film to it. I'm gonna take the steam cleaner and just get all this grease and grime off of here so it's just clean and not greasy. But yeah, this thing, it needs love, man. Like, and it's totally going to be worth it. This has almost 71,000 miles on it. It still runs absolutely perfect, shifts, drives perfect. So it's worth putting the time and energy in just to get it cleaned up. The roof, as I mentioned, I'm going to probably let my Uncle Jimmy go through and PDR that. You guys probably seen the picture of that in the previous clip. It's pretty gnarly, so we'll get through all of that and make it look nice again. Whether I can PDR all of it out or if I have to use a little filler, prime it, paint it, it is what it is. You know, I'm going to just make this thing look perfect again, and I'll be able to enjoy it. But yeah, the game plan for now is to just clean this car up, return it all to stock, just nice and clean, make the panels match. I'm gonna have to fix this hood and see what the heck I can do about that. I'll probably just end up respraying the hood because I know there was a few fish eyes when this hood was dry that I had seen. The body shop in Rapid City that is not impressive at all. Matter of fact, let's pop the hood and see if we can't spot the repaired core support that they supposedly fixed. So this, I don't know about this one. So the story is the part was on back order. So they repaired this radiator support, core support. So let's see if we can spot that. As you can see, this thing is bone stock. The thing I thought was cool is it does have an Optima red top in it. But you can see where they definitely painted. This is definitely seam sealer over some kind of weld. There's some spray in there. I mean, you can just flat out tell that this is where they welded on something. Other than that though, because this is where that hit was right in this area, I see paint on everything, so that's a good sign. Yeah, it doesn't look like that hit intruded into here. This is all still factory seam sealer, so that's a good sign. Not too upset with that. It's a little light on the inside of the fender, but it's the inside of the fender, so it's okay. They did seam seal the hood, which is good. Don't believe that these have a hood blanket. They might. Kind of looks like there's provisions for one. They just didn't put it back in. Not really sure. There's overspray on this. Look at that. Oh, you know what they did? They jammed this hood and then they painted it, and all of this overspray. Dude, come on. Like that is absolutely just hacky work, dude. Like, there's obviously a hood scoop and vents. Why would you not tape that up when you go to paint something? Because they just oversprayed all of this. So I'm gonna have to clean all of that up. That is not impressive to say the least. If I did that, oh man, I'd get flamed. My boss would be so pissed. The one thing that I do like about these cars though is that the turbocharger is actually at the front, unlike that pile of garbage right there, the turbo is against the firewall. That thing developed a new problem. Battery's fully charged, everything works. Go to turn the key, nothing. Nothing. I'm about to just light that goddamn thing on fire and just let it burn because I am so over that Volkswagen. But anywho, this is the engine bay. It is 100% stock. I'm gonna probably do, like I said, an intake. I do want to do an inlet, maybe a turbo upgrade down the road. But for now, just glancing at everything, it's just dirty in here. It's nothing's leaking, nothing's off cover gasket, all looks good. This car did have, I think, 2 fuel pumps put in it, a high pressure pump and the one in the tank under warranty, so that is interesting. But yeah, you know, another thing that shop didn't put back in, there's supposed to be a rubber grommet that goes here and here. They didn't put those back in. I'm gonna have to get the name of the shop and give them a call on Monday and just like see what the heck they were doing, because they put this one back in, right? This little piece. They didn't put the hood blanket back in, and they didn't put this trim back in. Like, come on, guys. Like, I've been painting for 10 years now, and it's like, just put it back how you found it, right? Like, take a part off, you reinstall the part. You don't, it's a Type R. Like, I'm surprised that the owner of this didn't notice that kind of stuff, because I would have been absolutely pissed. Like, I guess, whatever. Oh, and here's another thing I found. This is a repop aftermarket headlight. It's not an OEM. So I can pretty much 100% guarantee that this is aftermarket and this is aftermarket. That's why the fitment probably sucks. And that's why this bumper doesn't want to stay in this guide. So we're probably going to have to find an OEM bumper, because this is aftermarket. Then I don't know if we're going to be able to improve that or not, because you can see it's starting to bulge out. It's only going to continue to get worse. So this right here is pretty much a prime example of, like, be careful who you bring your car to, because it doesn't matter if you're driving something like this that, I mean, this is kind of like a holy grail car for a lot of us. Like, these body shops, they just don't care. They're just in it for the money, max profits. And clearly this was one of those situations. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to see more videos of me going through and basically correcting this car and bringing it back up to snuff and just making it a nice, fun daily driver. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'll tag my buddy Zach, Stayspooled. He's going to do powder coating on my wheels and whatnot, so I'll tag him down below. I'm going to put a set of Circuit Performance wheels on this, so I will tag them down below as well. So go check them out. Yeah, I have my work cut out for me, that's for damn sure. And yeah, I'm going to just bring you guys along for this whole process. So throughout the course of this summer, it's going to be nothing but getting this car perfected again, and you will see what happens. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section. If you guys are excited to see this as much as I am, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I'll just see you guys on the next video.